In my opinion, this proves that the media is in on it with Meghan Markle because they are finally reporting on the two fake rented children and how you can see their faces, even though we've already had an art.
Something felt different. Not because of an official statement, not because of a royal event, but because of a sudden wave of concern that seemed to spread across royal watchers almost overnight. For years, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have lived under an extraordinary spotlight. Every appearance, every interview, every public decision has been analyzed from every possible angle. Yet this time, the conversation wasn't focused on titles, royal duties, or family disputes. It was focused on something far more personal: their children, and the growing questions surrounding how Harry and Meghan are navigating life as parents while living under constant public scrutiny. Before we dive into this story, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and have notifications turned on. We bring you the biggest royal developments, the hidden context behind the headlines, and the stories that continue to shape one of the world's most watched families. If you enjoy thoughtful royal analysis and compelling storytelling, subscribe now because this story takes several unexpected turns. At first, the reports seemed routine. A comment here, a headline there, nothing particularly dramatic. But when observers began piecing together various interviews, public appearances, and recent developments, a larger picture started to emerge. And that picture raised an uncomfortable question. What does it actually cost to raise children while living under global scrutiny? For most parents, family life happens behind closed doors. Mistakes remain private. Challenges stay within the family. Moments of joy belong to the people experiencing them. For Harry and Meghan, things have never worked that way. Their lives have unfolded in front of millions, and so have many of the debates surrounding them. The more attention their family receives, the more complicated the situation becomes. Every decision generates discussion. Every absence creates speculation. Every appearance sparks headlines. At some point, even ordinary family moments stop feeling ordinary. And that's where this story begins to take a surprising turn. Because some royal commentators believe the real challenge facing Harry and Meghan today has very little to do with royal titles or public image. Instead, they argue it's about something much more difficult: protecting their children from becoming part of an endless public narrative. Think about it. For years, Harry has spoken openly about the impact media attention had on his own childhood. He's repeatedly discussed the pressures of growing up in the public eye, the scrutiny, the expectations, the constant attention. Those experiences shaped him in profound ways, which naturally leads to another question. How determined might he be to create a different experience for his own children? That question has become increasingly relevant as public interest in Archie and Lilibet continues to grow. Yet something interesting happens whenever the subject arises. People often assume they understand the situation. Then a new detail emerges, a different perspective appears, and suddenly the story becomes more complicated because there are competing expectations everywhere. Some people want more visibility. Others believe greater privacy is the responsible choice. Some view public appearances as important. Others see them as unnecessary. The result is a debate with no universally accepted answer. Then came the moment that shifted the conversation. Not a shocking revelation, not a dramatic announcement, a realization. The realization that much of what people think they know about this family is based on fragments, short interviews, brief appearances, media reports, commentary, rarely the full picture. And when information is incomplete, assumptions tend to fill the gaps. That realization changes how the entire story is viewed, because suddenly the focus shifts away from speculation and towards something more meaningful: perspective. What if the biggest challenge isn't what the public knows? What if it's what the public doesn't know? What if many of the most important conversations are happening privately, exactly where family matters are supposed to happen? Halfway through this story, another layer emerges, and it concerns Prince Harry himself. Throughout recent years, he has often appeared caught between two worlds, one defined by his royal past, the other shaped by the life he has built in California. Those worlds frequently collide, and when they do, the pressure can be immense. Every decision is interpreted through competing narratives. Every move becomes symbolic. Every family milestone attracts global attention. That level of scrutiny would be difficult for anyone. The question is how long anyone can carry it without consequences. Which brings us to the deeper issue. This story may not be about controversy at all. It might be about responsibility. The responsibility of parents attempting to raise children while millions of strangers debate their lives. The responsibility of balancing privacy with public interest. The responsibility of protecting family relationships while navigating intense attention. Those challenges rarely generate sensational headlines, but they often reveal the most about the people involved. And perhaps that's why this story continues to resonate, because beneath the royal titles, public appearances, and media narratives lies something universal: family, the desire to protect it, the struggle to preserve it, and the difficult choices that come with it. As the months ahead unfold, there will undoubtedly be more headlines, more speculation, more theories, but the most important parts of this story may remain invisible. The conversations at home, the decisions made away from cameras, the moments that never appear in news reports. Those moments are where the future is really being shaped. And perhaps that's the detail many people overlook. Not every important story unfolds in public. Some of the most significant chapters happen where nobody is watching. And when history eventually looks back on this period, the question may not be what the world believed was happening. The question may be what was actually happening behind the scenes all along.